Namaskar, this is Akhilesh Bhargava again. Welcome to Tidbits on Business and Finance with me. The newspapers report that Hari Sankaran, the former vice chairman of the IL&FS group, has been arrested by the SFIO and he has been remanded to its custody by a court. With his top boss and former senior, Ravi Parthasarathy, reported to be in London undergoing treatment for some illness, he becomes the topmost officer of IL&FS to be arrested to face criminal charges for their collective misdeeds. He has been arrested on charges of having misused his position in IFIN, the financial services subsidiary of the IL&FS group. IFIN has an exposure to various lenders to the tune of 17,000 crores. And these lenders include banks, both public and private sector banks, mutual funds, gratuity funds, pension funds, provident funds. Sacred public money has been lent to it, and this money has been frittered away. And the charges against Hari Sankaran is that his misconduct has caused enormous loss to the lenders, the creditors, as well as the company itself. The lenders lost because there is little chance of recovery of this 17,000 crores that they gave to IFIN. And the company lost because all the loans, most of the loans that were given under the leadership and charge of Hari Sankaran to various borrowers have turned NPA. It turns out that loans were given to the most undeserving, unworthy and ineligible borrowers. In 14% of the cases, it turns out that loans were given without a security. In 21% of the cases, it turns out that there was no adequate security at all. And many other cases, being bad lending, have anyway turned bad, whether there was security or not. These findings came out in an investigation report of Grant and Thornton, and they were confronted to Hari Sankaran, who failed to give any satisfactory reply, and he only blamed the other directors. That led to his arrest and being sent to custody. India sadly has a very shameful and shocking track record of huge financial crimes being committed and the criminals, those who did this misconduct, going scot-free. The huge mountain of NPAs that we have and the hidden hundreds of cases of willful defaulters therein are testimony to this track record of India, where public money is duped, looted and taken away. The chances are that the bigger the fraud, the brighter are the chances that that particular fraudster will manage to game and manipulate the system and go scot-free, especially to countries abroad. And we have a long list of such cases led by Vijay Mallya, Mehul Chokshi, Nirav Modi, and now even Ravi Parthasarathy, who is in London and is said to be undergoing treatment there. The reality remains is that these kind of criminals or these kind of frauds take place only because the entire system colludes with them. India has a very comprehensive list of laws, regulators, administrators, machineries, government wings, and to top it, there are enough other agencies like auditors, rating agencies, etc., which are meant by the very operation of these entities to prevent any such frauds or crimes being committed. And the very fact that these kind of giant crimes, 17,000 crores is not a small money, get committed only mean that the entire system was negligent or collusive in ensuring these top bosses like Hari Sankaran to commit these kind of crimes. It is of course essential to arrest persons like him. The investigation needs to be completed. The charges need to be brought, the trial needs to be conducted, and they need to be punished in order to restore the faith of all of us in the law, which is meant to prevent these kind of crimes and punish these kind of criminals. The crime has been committed, the money has been taken away with little chances of recovery thereof, and it almost sometimes looks that these kind of trials will only turn out to be post-mortems meant to be done but will achieve nothing at the ground level because, as I said, money has been looted, money has been taken away, and the chances are that the fraudster will, despite being punished, someday in life manage to even enjoy the loot. And if the recent case of Sterling Biotech is to be believed, wherein a willful defaulter was permitted to have a one-time settlement with banks with a haircut of 65%, it just looks that the system which colluded in the crime might also collude to let them go scot-free. How could there have been a one-time settlement of an account which is known to be a willful defaulter, and the very Reserve Bank laws and regulations do not permit such a one-time settlement? It yet got done. So, for all you know, the system itself might collude to ensure that these kind of big-time fraudsters manage to go scot-free. This arrest of Hari Sankaran raises a number of questions. The first question is, why only him? There are many others in the system. He is right in saying that the other directors are also to blame. According to us, apart from the directors, other agencies are also to blame, which include the independent directors, which include the auditors, which include anybody who was given the responsibility of corporate governance and control in ILFS. Even they should be facing arrest. Why only him is the first question we have. The second question that we have is, why the delay? This particular scam broke out in August 2018. From then to now is a long period of time in order to tamper with evidence or influence witnesses. In August itself, it was known what was the crime, how was it committed, what was the size of it, and the modus operandi for doing it, as also the people involved in it. Why has it taken so long to arrest a person who was clearly a person who had participated in the crime knowingly, deliberately, and was a kingpin in it? Our second question is, why the delay? Our third question is, will he be held personally liable? A huge crime has been committed. Hundreds of thousands of crores have been looted. The fact is that the lenders to IFIN are going to suffer huge losses. Even if the total assets of Hari Sankaran and his brothers in crime may not be enough to pay for these losses, it is imperative that they are made personally liable for them. All their personal wealth and assets needs to be seized and applied for making good the losses that have taken place because of their misconduct. That's our third question. The fourth is, whenever these kind of crimes are unearthed, all that is done is new laws and regulations are enacted with a promise that they will prevent any such occurrence in future. What is not really done in true spirit is that the system is not strengthened. The operating system in the world of finance and banking needs to be strengthened such that by virtue of the very controls, operating controls and governance, these kind of crimes are not committed. The question is, will we only have further laws being enacted, or will the system be strengthened by the government such that by very operation of the system, these kind of crimes do not take place and this kind of collusion from top to bottom is prevented by virtue of the operation of the system itself? That's our next question. And the most important, who is the godfather of this entire crime? These kind of big ticket crimes wherein there are so many lenders and who have kept quiet for so many years, wherein there are so many borrowers, there are so many agencies involved. How is it that none of them spilled the beans for so many years together? There has to be a godfather in the system, a high-ranking politician, a high-ranking bureaucrat, or both. And till that godfather is also not identified, you can be sure yet another Hari Sankaran will be created down the line. This one may go to jail with a fraud of or a crime involving 17,000 crores. The next one could be much bigger unless we do not eliminate and prevent these kind of godfathers from operating in the system. This is Akhilesh Bhargava signing off till we meet again. Namaskar.
HW News Network today is a year and a half old. Thanks to your support, thanks to your love, we've grown. We require your support a little more. What we request you to do is to download our free app. Our app is in Hindi, English and Marathi. We promise to update you with the latest news, views, analysis, interview. We also have a live TV going in that. If you download our app, we will get advertisers. And if we get advertisers, we'll get revenue. we get revenue, we can serve you better. So once again, please do support us. Please download our app. Namaskar.
If you like this video, please share it and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.